When I was 6 years old, I went on my first medical missions trip. From that single trip, my life had changed. These trips took place over a span of 2 weeks where we would provide free healthcare for those in third world nations, primarily Nigeria. When I first started, I couldn't do much, so I helped out in the pharmacy. I counted medication and pills for hours on end. As a 6-year-old, I loved it. That is the ripe age where numbers are such a fresh discovery that you can count random objects for days. Needless to say, I enjoyed my little job in the pharmacy. It did not occur to me at the time how much of a difference I was making by simply counting out pills. Many years later, I attended my second missions trip. By this time, I was 15. The first couple of days, I stuck to what I knew best, counting pills. A couple days went by, and I had the desire to do more, to be on the field. So I decided to move on to triage. Triage is responsible for taking blood pressures, respiration rates, pulses, as well as complaints from patients. The moment I started in this position, I loved it. Aside from looking and feeling like a certified nurse, I had the opportunity to interact with hundreds of patients. I saw everything from patients with cases of leprosy to expecting mothers on the verge of giving birth. I had eventually tried to shadow some of the surgeons in the theater, but I quickly found out that I cannot stomach the sight of open bodies and blood. My most recent medical trip was in October of 2016, and to this day, I still take my place in triage. Besides the fact that I have a weak stomach towards blood and surgeries, I discovered that missions were one of my passions. That single trip as a 6-year-old has caused me to remain involved in helping others and traveling around the world.